It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play on the front. The ball was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs to about the 35, second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be caught, but they'll... Games where offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved out to the task and forced the incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw for it here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Motion left, Kupp. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And leaves them at 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up, and not so good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throw left side, complete to Cobb.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Texans will take over.
Go, take it to the house.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try to add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Open man right side is caught complete.
And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll get this one down to about the 17.
And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
In motion left, Hardman. Second and 9 now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Baker with a pick. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stroud.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
At the Texans' 27-yard line.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Crockett. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Texans passing game in right now, picking up another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Yeah, he's got it. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 4th and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Houston. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the pressure to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. The carrots might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
place. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. But I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly is the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the scrimmage.
Now it's a gain of 6, and it'll be third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Jacobs now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Now first and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Now Stroud.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Right there, baby.
Stroud.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
This ball intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Well, Charles,
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got C.J. Stroud. It doesn't get a lot better than his last game.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. He gets that one complete to Wilkes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Second down, Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught. It's Shi Smith.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To the air again, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First down, Houston.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep is Tank Dell. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down.
These two teams all tied after 1. Another one caught by Collins. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
It's something we're seeing more of with a rise in the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. This one left side caught by Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Stroud off the play fake. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.